In 1978, an old Austrian architect stood up in front of a London audience and publicly disowned his life's work. He told them, "I refuse to pay alimony for those bastard developments." He said they had devoured our cities. His invention is a machine for making you buy things. And you were probably inside one this week. For 20 years, the world celebrated him as a genius. Then he watched what his creation was doing to people. His name comes later in this story, because to understand his regret, you first have to take a short walk. For milk, this is the story of the most carefully designed building you never really look at. The supermarket. Think about the very last time you went to the store to buy just one thing: milk. The milk is always in the farthest corner of the store. Every store, every country, every single time. That is not bad planning. The dairy trucks could unload anywhere. The milk is the bait. To reach it, you walk past 400 meters of loaded shelves, twice, there and back again. Retailers even have a name for it: the boomerang path. Every extra meter you walk is measured in dollars. You went in for one item. The average quick trip ends with 5. To see why this works on you, you need to meet your brain in its natural habitat. For 300,000 years, your brain foraged, scanned the landscape, spot the ripe color, grab the energy. Bright red means ripe fruit. A sweet smell means food is close. Abundance means eat it now. Those reflexes kept your ancestors alive. They still fire today, in aisle 7, because a supermarket is not a warehouse. It is an artificial savanna, engineered trigger by trigger. The colors, the smells, the piles of plenty, every single one speaks directly to the forager inside you. And the forager does not read price tags. The forager grabs. So how do they know all of this about you? Simple. They watched. Scientifically. In the 1980s, a researcher named Paco Underhill started filming shoppers with hidden cameras. His teams tracked thousands of people, where they stopped, what they touched, where their eyes went first. He discovered rules nobody suspected. Almost everyone turns right after entering. So the promotions moved right. He found the butt brush effect. If strangers bump you from behind, you abandon the shelf. So the aisles got wider. He found the decompression zone, the first 5 meters inside, where your brain is still parking. Nothing sells there, so the stores stopped selling there. Now that space slows you down instead. Flowers, fresh smells, wide floors. Underhill's book became the industry Bible. Every store you walk into today is built on that footage. Now the triggers get specific. Let's walk the exact path they built for you. It starts before you grab a basket. The bakeries smell at the entrance. Some stores pump it toward the doors on purpose. Hungry shoppers buy significantly more. That smell is not a welcome. It is an appetizer. Then comes the produce section. Fruit and vegetables first, before anything else. Have you ever wondered why? Because healthy food in your cart first gives your brain a license. I have been good. I deserve the chips. Then the shelves themselves. In retail, there is an old saying, eye level is buy level. The most profitable products sit exactly at your eye height, and the brands pay serious fees for those few centimeters. The cheap generic version of the very same product, bottom shelf. You have to kneel down for it. Now lower your eyes about 60 centimeters. That is your child's eye level. Look what lives down there. Sugary cereal with cartoon mascots. A Cornell study found the characters' eyes are drawn looking down to meet a child's gaze. Eye contact builds trust. In toddlers. That is not a coincidence. That is a design specification. Even your cart is a trigger. When shopping carts doubled in size, people simply bought more. Empty space demands filling. And all the while you are walking, the building quietly plays with time itself. In 1982, a researcher named Ronald Milliman ran a famous experiment. He simply slowed down the background music. The shoppers moved slower, and sales rose 38%. That playlist is not for your enjoyment. It is a pace setter. Notice what every supermarket is missing: windows, clocks, any hint that an outside world exists. It is the same trick the casinos use, a building with no time inside it. Which brings us back to the old architect from the beginning. His name was Victor Gruen. In 1956, he built the very first modern shopping mall in Minnesota. He dreamed of a town square. Instead, he accidentally created something psychologists now call the Gruen transfer. It is the precise moment when the environment overwhelms you and you forget what you came for. Your walk slows down, your jaw goes loose, your list dissolves, and you begin to drift. That drift is the most profitable mental state in retail. Gruen watched it happen and was horrified. But the maze itself was only the beginning, because then the maze learned your name. That loyalty card in your wallet does not reward loyalty. It records it. Every receipt feeds a profile. What you buy, when you buy it, how often, and what you suddenly stopped buying. In 2012, the retailer Target predicted that a teenager was pregnant from her shopping data alone. Unscented lotion, vitamin supplements, cotton balls. The algorithm connected the dots and mailed baby coupons to her house. Her father found the coupons and stormed into the store to complain. Days later, his daughter told him the truth. The algorithm knew before he did. Now picture one last room, a headquarters office, hundreds of miles from any actual store. On the wall hangs a giant map of shelves. They call it a planogram. Every centimeter of it is sold territory. Executives move little product cards around that map, like generals moving troops before a battle. Nobody in that room ever asks what you need. They ask where you will slow down, look, and reach. Your ordinary Tuesday shopping trip was wargamed years ago in a room you will never see. And it works. The average family spends thousands of dollars a year on things they never planned to buy. So what do you do with all of this? You cannot shop your way out of a maze, but you can stop wandering. A written list, a meal before you go, a basket instead of a cart. Each one blunts a trigger. Shop the edges of the store, where the real food lives. The center aisles are where the maze is densest. And when your hand reaches for something at eye level, pause. Ask yourself whose decision that actually was. Because the maze has one weakness. It was built for the forager, not for the person with a plan. Victor Gruen spent his final years trying to warn the world. Nobody listened. The malls kept his name anyway. So the next time you walk in for milk, look up for a second. See the building for what it really is. It has been reading you for 70 years. Starting today, you can finally read it back.